Hey, here's the question. Why did the author of Think and Grow Rich retire broke? Why was he poor, even though he wrote the book on Thinking and Grow Rich? Well, stay tuned and I'll tell you all about it and what you can do to actually grow rich without the false premise of thinking. Listen, check this out, guys. Here's the reason why. It's actually the ugly truth about money blockages. It's absolute ridiculousness to think that you can read Think and Grow Rich and that actually means anything. Think and Grow Stupid is what it should be called, because thinking is the problem. See, I wrote in my book Allow, the who, what, when, where, why, and how are the 6 degrees of separation. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. See 6? And through 3 kingdoms. Your inner kingdom, your feeling place, your middle kingdom, your mind, and your outer kingdom, your external reality. That's the 666. That's the fall of man, the mark of the beast. That's where you lost your power, getting caught in the labyrinth of your mind. And now here's the problem. 97% of thoughts that people have are repetitive from day to day. So that creates a phenomenon called rumination. And rumination is the problem. So when they tell you to think and grow rich, the problem is you're getting emotionally hijacked. And the reason why you're getting emotionally hijacked is because it's all built on a false premise to begin with. It's all BS. And I'm not talking about belief systems. I'm talking about bull you know what. So here's what I want to tell you guys. Thoughts are not at the level of cause. That is the lie, and that's why most mainstream people are allowed to be mainstream, is because they're teaching you that thought is the level of cause, which is a lie. And since we live in an upside-down anti-civilization, those people are rewarded and given platforms, and they give you information that's worthless and it doesn't do anything for you. How's that for Reality 101? Now, see, here's what I want to tell you. Now, my work comes channeled. I've been channeling since I was young, and, I've been able to do quite a bit with this, in spite of being censored and oppressed, etc. I've still been able to manifest 7-figure companies, but most importantly, restore my health back. I was bedridden and bankrupt with Lyme disease back in 2008, 2009, and most of 2010, when I started to finally get out of that conundrum. I had severe challenges to overcome, and I didn't do it by Think and Grow Rich type garbage BS, okay? You can't think your way out of a problem that your mind is creating. Again, the same problem in consciousness can't be solved by the same level of mind that's creating it. Einstein figured that out. That's physics 101. So thought, here's the big idea I want to share with you guys. You've never heard this before. All right, you're going to hear this from me. I channeled this, okay? My information is something that I've been able to do because I'm in the midbrain all the time. I'm in a theta alpha state most of the time. And so it's like a musician when they hear a song and then they perform it for you. Well, these things come to me and then I bring them to you. So here's the problem and the solution. The problem is that you think that thought is the level of cause in your life. And the solution is that that's a lie. Once you know there's a lie, you can no longer believe a lie. Once you know something, you cannot unknow it. Thought is a symptom. Thought is a symptom. One more time. Thoughts are a symptom. They're a symptom of vibration. Okay? We're talking about energy in motion. If you look up the word vibration, it means to set in motion. All right? Now, what are we setting in motion? We're setting a vibration in motion. So vibration is the level of cause, not thought. Vibration attracts thoughts. So the real secret of the law of attraction that nobody can hardly articulate because they don't understand how they did what they did, so they tell you to change your thinking, which is stupid. It's actually changing your frequency, changing your vibration. And you can do that several different ways. You can do it by cleaning out your body, getting the toxins out of your body, which I do and I advocate. Minerals are the currency of life. If you don't have adequate mineral supplies, then enzymes, hormones, and proteins, all these things will not assimilate and digest properly, and your body's bioelectric, so you want to have adequate mineral supplies. Go to my company's website at Complete Essentials. The link is below. And check out the minerals we have, especially if you want to watch the vortexing video on how to create ORMEs, orbitally rearranged monatomic elements that act as superconductors for the nodes in your body, the chakras. You see, the energy comes in from the galactic. All right, we're talking vibration here. We're not talking thought. The energy comes in from the galactic. It comes through these nodes that are like acupuncture points, and they're collective nodes called chakras, and then it manifests as your external kingdom. Remember, 3 kingdoms: inner, middle, outer, but everything starts at the inner. So you want to make sure you mineralize your body. Why do you think the soil's been deficient since the 80s? You think that's just by chance or luck? All right, it's not. Dr. Joel Wallach says that minerals are the currency of life. The currency of life. The current is the flow. All right, we're talking about vibration. We're talking about the flow in your life. You want to change your vibration. Well, there's step number 1. Step number 2 is you have to activate your physiology to change your vibration, not your mind, because vibration activates different thoughts. If you're in a low, depressed funk state of being, and you've heard people say this, they say most of the time, oh, I have such dark negative thoughts. It's because the state of being they're in, the vibration. And if they're chemically impaired from all the toxins they've been consuming and the lack of nutrients, well, they're going to have serious problems, and it's going to be hard for them to get out of that. So this isn't as complicated as it sounds. I'd recommend, getting on my subscriber list and getting information. I put this out all the time for free, you guys. It's allow.ws. Get a free copy of my book. And the ugly truth about money is you need something to interrupt this pattern. I've created the self-entrainment technique. I've trademarked it. It's called a SET, S-E-T, self-entrainment technique. You know how when you go to the gym and you do sets? Well, the reason why you're doing sets is because you're creating repetition, and repetition is repetitioning the mind. So when you repetition the mind, you're actually enforcing new neural pathways, all right? But now here's the interesting part about when you go to the gym. You're not thinking sets, you're doing sets. You're actually physiologically engaging. You want to change your neural physiology. So I've discovered and mastered a technique. I actually didn't come up with it myself. Someone taught it to me, and it was used in a completely different context, but I noticed how it changed my vibration and my frequency, and it was the most powerful tool I've ever discovered. So I've reintroduced it into the space of consciousness, law of attraction, and it's been miraculous. And here's why. It allows you to live ahead of your now. And what I mean by that is that life schedules its own tragedies, and we have to schedule our own spiritual self-development, or better put, you want to be able to self-entrain yourself, have sets that you do every day so that your daily habits become your destiny. So you don't get to choose your destiny in life, you choose your daily habits, and your daily habits determine your destiny, all right? So when we do sets, when we create sets, we create repetition, we create a ritual. There's power in rituals, and when you're entraining yourself to remain locked into a certain vibration, then you attract unto yourself corresponding thoughts that are in harmony with that vibration, and that is the secret to grow wealth. Because it starts from within, and Think and Grow Rich is a stupid, false premise. And if you really understand what I'm saying, then you should check out the webinar below and look into doing the self-entrainment technique that is taught only exclusively in person at the Living Ahead of Your Now workshop. And I will impart this to you, and I'll show you how to do this so that you can stay locked in to that vibration, because vibration is everything. Consciousness is everything, and consciousness vibrates. Hey, before I go, one last thing. So, hard work is not the secret to getting ahead. Everybody thinks hard work and struggle are required, but look, hard work and struggle are a vibration of hard work and struggle, so they will only attract more hard work and struggle. See, you got to understand these things. It's not the vibration that you create least resistance allowing in. So the idea here is get into the state of allowing, understand what that feels like, and train yourself into it. Repetition, 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 and it becomes the habit, and the habit becomes the destiny. Got it? Good.